I came from a broken family at a very young age. My biological father left my mom and my two sisters and I when I was around 4. He decided he would rather go be with other women, and we were an afterthought at best. Mom eventually gave him a divorce. She had a boyfriend come over that she was involved with, and he took to his fist and worked me over pretty bad. I just wished I could forget that. After the divorce, we moved around a lot. Mom eventually met this man, and he was a City of Atlanta police officer, and they courted, and she married my stepdad, and he had anger issues from his previous marriage. He was very heavy with a belt. Whenever he would jump on my mom or me, Mom would load us up in the car and we would leave him, and we would stay gone anywhere from 2 or 3 days to a couple of weeks, go live with my grandmother. I had grown tired of being snatched up. I began, when I was maybe 10, I began stealing canned goods from our house and stashing them out in the woods with a plan that next time he lost it and started beating on people, I'm out the door. And I always decided I was always going to have an exit plan and build myself a back door. So I began working at a very young age. I actually worked for my biological father at a scrap metal business that he owned, and I eventually bought it from him, and I was there 33 years. My later teen years, that's when I started fooling around with drugs, knew how to use a needle. I think the Lord looked down and said, we got to calm him down, and so he sent me my wife. And we got married. That was almost 47 years ago. And we had 2 children. I knew that as a father, part of my responsibility was to expose them to the Lord and church. And we joined a church that I really enjoyed all the way up until word got out that the pastor there was involved with another woman that wasn't his wife. And the church just fell apart. And so I walked away from the church for about 25 years. I mean, I spent most of my misspent youth doing everything I could to forget what had happened through a lot of drugs. But that's one thing I just couldn't get past. And so I had nothing to do with it. I just walked away. I just continued to work and make my own way as best as I could. At the shop, it was in a very bad part of Atlanta. I've been involved in 5 stick-ups and shot at twice. And my wife kept telling me, you got to get out of there. One night, we got broken into again, and I opened the shop up, and there was a big hole in the roof. And I had to spend the night at the shop, sitting on top of our business in downtown Atlanta with a rifle across my lap. And I think the Lord spoke to me and said, you got to do something. My brother and I sold the business and picked up some more bad habits, trying to erase my past. After Israel was attacked, I knew big changes were coming in the world, and I told my wife, find us a church. And so we found Creekside.Church, and it's the best thing that ever happened to me. I was given a warm welcome. Nobody judged me because I had long hair, tattoos all over my body. And after the first time we went, I found out very quickly I was accepted, and I began to look forward to going to church and told Greg, I'm all in. I got baptized at Creekside because I wanted everybody to know that there'd been a big change in my life. And it was my way of showing the world and showing everybody that I'm all in. I can be used as an example because you're never too dirty, never too sinful for the Lord to forgive you, because He forgives all. My name's Steve Davis, and I'm the one that the Lord left 99 for.